So if we wanted to evaluate the integral of e to the negative x squared dx, if we tried to do this, if we tried u substitution, we would need a factor of x that we don't have. So we don't know how to do this by hand until we learned infinite series. So this is one of the uses. We could actually express e to the negative x squared then as an infinite series, and we're going to use the Maclaurin series for e to the x as our starting point. And so we would have the sum as n goes from 0 to infinity. Instead of x, we have negative x squared. So that's going to be negative x squared to the n over n factorial. And we could actually express this so we could see the alternating series. We could have this as negative 1 to the n and then x to the 2n over n factorial. Now, since we want the integral of this, we could integrate term by term. So we're going to integrate, getting our first term. If we put in 0 over here we get 1. And then if we put a 1 in, looks like we get negative x squared. And if we put a 2 in, we get a positive. That's going to be x to the 4th over 2 factorial. If we put a 3 in, we're going to have negative, and that's going to be x to the 6th over 3 factorial. Let's do a couple more terms. So we're going to have plus, putting a 4 in, we can see the pattern as well. This is x to the 8th over 4 factorial. And it's going to continue like this, dx. And so now we can actually integrate term by term. So as we integrate this term by term, we would have x minus, this would be x to the 3rd over 3, plus x to the 1 higher power would be 5th over 5 times 2 factorial. And then minus 1 higher power x to the 7th over 7 times 3 factorial plus x to the 9th over 9 times 4 factorial, and so forth. Now let's see if we could figure out what this nth term would be, seeing the pattern. We can see that we're going to alternate signs, and then we are going to have an x to 2n plus 1. That will keep it odd, and that's going to be over, we need that 2n plus 1, and then we also need n factorial, and then this is going to continue. And we can also put plus a constant on the front here since we have the dot dot dot.